It has recently been brought to my attention that people don't know what senior hockey is, and today I want to explain that. So senior hockey, it sounds like a bunch of old men playing hockey, which I mean technically it is because everybody is getting older. I mean, aren't we all? But senior hockey is, and this may not make any sense, somewhere between a beer league and pro hockey. So you have guys who have played pro hockey, guys who have played in the CHL, NCAA D1. These are talented hockey players. They are without a doubt extremely talented. It's all local based, right? So these guys live in a local region here, at least in Manitoba or somewhere around the Winnipeg area. Those guys are hard to come by sometimes. They end up getting slightly watered down with more local guys who maybe played a little bit of junior B. Maybe most of them even played high school. This is, for the most part, what senior hockey is made up of. So I'm not playing with Nepo anymore. I talked about that the other day. I do have some good news though. So the Ste Annes Aces are a senior team about 45 minutes outside of Winnipeg, just outside Steinbach. And they're going to be competing in the Allen Cup this year, or so I'm told. I don't really have too much information right now, but they need a backup goalie for the Allen Cup, which is a traveling tournament. It's a national senior hockey tournament in Hamilton, I believe is where the tournament is. And yours truly has been asked to be the backup. And I'll tell you what, I feel a mean goddamn water bottle. So obviously I'm excited to do that. And it also gives me some more opportunity to keep skating while I'm trying to prepare for next season, try to find a college to play for somewhere in college hockey, collegiate level hockey for next year. So that starting goalie is the same goalie coach that I work with all summer, Guy St. Vincent. Inventor of block, this thing, it is awesome. So I gotta go to St. Anne later tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited to be skating at a high level, be skating with a senior team that has a lot of guys that has some serious talent, can shoot a puck. It's gonna be good for me, obviously, because I want to get back into college hockey, and regardless, it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited, and also get to spend a little more time with Guy, talk some goaltending. I consider him a good friend of mine. Now I'm gonna put this out here and probably piss some people off. I think Guy is the best goalie coach within about a 500-kilometer radius of Winnipeg. Guy is that good, I think. He's just very simple, back to basics. That's what I love about him. That's why I love working with him all summer. So off to St. Anne for that ice time. Story to tell. I don't know if anybody wants to hear it, but so when I was 16 years old, I was playing City Midget AAA for the Winnipeg Hawks. So we played a team called the Eastman Selects. They're also a City Midget AAA team at this point in time. I had a lot of success that year playing AAA, but every time I stepped foot into that Ste Annes rink, I was always good for 8 or 9 goals against. Like I don't know what it was. I have a picture right here. This was before like a 7th or an 8th goal. And the horn they had, it wasn't like when you have like an iPod and you have like the Boston Bruins goal horn or the Chicago Blackhawks goal horn. It was an actual horn that I'm pretty positive was like right above the net. I mean, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but like this horn, I hated playing there. So I want to finish things up here with the Q&A. I'm actually kind of surprised how many questions are coming in on almost a daily basis, like hundreds of questions. It's crazy. If you have a question that you want submitted, please don't email it to me. Don't send me a letter in the mail. Please don't comment it on it. Please leave it in the comment section of these videos. I will get to it eventually. I try to read every comment. I get a little bit busy sometimes, but I promise you, if you leave a comment and it's a good question, and if you leave it often enough, I will eventually get it to it and it will be in a video. To the Q&A. This question has been well overdue. Jay Yag, what is the most asked question you get and are tired of answering? Who is my favorite goalie growing up? My favorite goalie was Jose Theodore. I get that 10,000 times in Q&A per video. How old are you? I am 23 years old. I was born June 24th of 1996. So if you're watching this video like 6 years in advance, but June 24th, 96 is when I was born. When did you start becoming a goaltender? I was 10 years old when I started becoming a goaltender. Who is my favorite goalie now? That changes always, so I can kind of understand why that gets asked so much. And then 1,001 questions about, would you rather the CCM Axis or the Ultrasonics? Would you rather Optic 2s over? I'm not getting mad about it. I like the question. questions. I love when people submit their questions because I like communicating, connecting with you people, and you find folks behind this camera, this computer screen here. But there's some questions that really do kind of irk me. Those are some of them. Devin Barta, what do you do after you lose a game or you win a game? I go home, I roll my body out, and I call it a night. Unless I'm playing in the afternoon, then I go home and I start my day. Andalus 101, can you do some tutorials on C-cuts, especially the quick ones? Well, my friend, I actually did a video back in the spring, so this is about almost 10 months ago, on how to quote unquote slide like butter. It involves some C-cuts, some sliding. Highly recommend you check it out. Here's what that thumbnail looks like. Not a question, but Mr. Oh No says, I was slapped in the face by a rubber chicken. Well, either you need to get away from the rubber chickens or find yourself a better group of friends, my friend, because I don't know if I like being slapped in the face with a rubber chicken. Troy Croto, what is your favorite home rink to play at and your favorite away rink to play at in the atmosphere? I've said it before, I like Bell MTS Iceplex because it's probably the best rink that I can play at on a regular. I love Bell MTS Place, MTS Center where the Jets play. It's my dream to play on that ice and to get I don't even care if it's a beer league game, just to play on that ice, let alone to play an actual meaningful game on there. That is where I'd love to play. As far as away rinks go, I always enjoyed playing the St. Malo Arena. I don't know why, that rink was always fun to play in, even though it was kind of not a nice rink. I like playing the St. Malo. That's Junior B, for those that don't know. When I played in the KJHL, St. Malo Warriors, fun place to play in. Can you please explain what senior hockey is in Canada? Is it like a traveling beer league team? Senior hockey is somewhere in between pro and beer league. Now I know it's a very vague answer. You range from guys who, for example, they played high school hockey up until 17, then they never played junior, they never played college, playing senior because they're local, and it just gives them an opportunity to play somewhere. You also have guys, for example, on the Nipawd team where we had a player who was captain of the Brandon Wheat Kings, played in the American League, who played in the East Coast. There's a huge range of players and skill sets at senior hockey. Most guys get paid depending on how good you were. I was getting paid about 50 bucks a night, 45, 50 bucks a night to come out. Basically covers my gas. No gear. Depending on where you play, obviously they'll have a room, they'll have gear. It kind of depends on a case-by-case basis, but that is senior hockey. Hopefully that makes sense. Goalie, I don't know how to say that, but how do you get custom pants, sticks, and other gear? Easy. If you want custom gear, you usually talk to a retail shop. For me, I talk to Royal Sports Winnipeg. I say, listen, I want Bauer 1S pants, I want them custom. I want QS Pro sticks, I want them custom. I tell them what I want, they give me a quote, they order it, I pay them, I get the gear, so I get custom gear. I think you can also do it online depending on where you order from, but mostly it's better to do it in person, I think. Lorenzo Rossi, boneless chicken wings are just chicken nuggets, and we all know it. We're just trying to lie to ourselves. This is a good comment. Great comment. I actually never thought of that at this point in time. Well, I don't eat chicken nuggets. This is a very valid point. D-Rock 860, what is the best way to get a hockey company to see me play and get sponsored by them? I find that when you get sponsored by companies, like for example, some of the guys making gear reviews on Instagram when they get 5, 6 free sets of gear a year, you're in the company's pocket and now you have to answer to the Bauer gives me a set of ultrasonic equipment. They have given it to me for free with the expectation that they are going to get something in return. People want a return on the good or the service that you provide for them. Bauer's not going to give me a full set of Bauer ultrasonic stuff for this calendar year early if I shit on them all the time. They want value. They want me to tell people that the equipment is awesome. I don't like doing that because I feel that jeopardizes my integrity and it compromises what I want to get across in these videos, which is honest. For that reason, I don't like being quote-unquote sponsored by companies, although companies like Sideline Swap, where it doesn't really interfere with my morals and my integrity, I love doing that kind of stuff. Also Dollar Shave Club, another company that doesn't interfere with my integrity, and I mean, I could have used a clean shave. I think I look decent with a clean shave. You don't want to get sponsored by companies, trust me, it is another bag of worms. And that probably should be its own video one day. Same old sidelineswap.com. There is no changing when you are the website that already brings the best deals on pro return new sport equipment to the hockey world and to the goalie community, and especially when you have a buyer-seller protection program guarantee where there's no scamming, there's no funny business, there's none of that dirtbag running behind the corner with your money. Everybody's protected and you're getting a legit product authentically certified by the swap. Go to sidelineswap.com, get an account, thank me later. See you in the next video.